Ethical hackers is a key of cybersecurity. So here is my favorite slide. Now we will discuss about some hackers' behavior. So there are lots of reasons why we choose cybersecurity career. So we knowledge like core knowledge of the cybersecurity hacking techniques. There is a hacker women, they hack someone data, someone banks, in someone bank, or usually hackers have some special behavior. So now we will discuss about a very good point, that is hackers type. So Assalamu alaikum. Hi everyone. Welcome to my class. Today we are going to discuss about cybersecurity, and to basic to advanced we will discuss each and every topic. So here I am, Mr. Munim, and I'm studying in Southeast University in CSE department. So let's start the class, and from the beginning we will start the basic and core concept of cybersecurity. What is cybersecurity and why we have to learn cybersecurity, and what is the basic uses of cybersecurity. So we will learn everything, and what is the component of cybersecurity and what is the future of cybersecurity. So we will learn each and everything in this course. Okay, so let's start the video. Okay, then from the beginning, here is our title name, cybersecurity, and there is our motive, protecting privacy, finance, and national security in the digital era. So in this digital era, so we are going to protect our data and national security. So that is our motive, and we are going to learn this cybersecurity, all of the theme for ethical works. So let's start, and here is my name and my title. So let's start the class. Okay. So from my first slide, there is 1.1 module. So okay, in context of Bangladesh, there are lots of uses and unuses of cybersecurity. So there are a lot of negative news about cybersecurity, that hacker hacked our data, our money in previous years. So we will learn about our country context, then we will discuss what is cybersecurity. So in our country, so we can see that, so let's give me a second. Okay, in our country we can see that in 2016 Bangladesh bank was hacked. So the hacker was trying to hack 1 billion US dollar, but they couldn't. They can only 81 million they could. So in this case we can understand that that money was our country's people. So that is our money, but we couldn't save the money, and hackers hacked this money. So in this context, so we can learn about more thing, that there are two countries hacker. One was Philippines, and second one was Sri Lanka. Sri Lanka. So one was Philippines and one was Sri Lanka. So there are almost 80% money was stolen by Philippines, and there are almost 20% others money was stolen by Sri Lanka. So in this segment, or in this case, we can understand that how much dangerous those hackers. So that's huge amount money, and that was our money. So for kind information, there are this 80% we couldn't back all of them, but we can back this Sri Lanka's money. So their government was reback this money, but in this Philippines we can almost 25 or 30% we can back in our country. So that is huge loss, but there is a concern about our money and our data. So, and moving to the next, there was another attack, recent attack 2023, that was railway ticket, e-ticket. So almost all e-ticket was completely crashed. So people couldn't buy a ticket, or people couldn't sell a ticket. So there was huge cost amount losses. And the moving to the next topic, that is most vulnerable sector, is banking sector. In our banking sector, in Bangladesh context, in our banking sector, there is a lot of risks in banks, so, and banks money. So almost 360 daily attacks they faced, and our cybersecurity expert faced this amount attack, and they still protect our money. So that is huge amount, and 52% risk growth. So day by day there are risks growth is increasing day by day. So it is high time to know the cybersecurity, what is cybersecurity, and why we learn cybersecurity, because it's too much relatable to our day-to life and to our life as a Bangladeshi. So let's start to the moving to the next topic. Okay, the next topic, there are another topic is we will discuss importance of cybersecurity. So we know that there are lots of importance of cybersecurity. So there are no, so in our data, if data is my, so it's too much important for me. If data is government's, it's too much important for the peoples of the country, for the governments. In fact, in military there are a lot of data they reserve for their own works, so that are so precious. So data is more important, and that's why cybersecurity is relatable to our country. So not for only country, that is also relatable for the world. So there are most paid, highest paid job in the world is cybersecurity job. So that's why we want to learn the importance of cybersecurity. So here is the 5 key areas. So click the, okay. So the first point is data privacy. So what is data privacy? Data privacy means our data, if I reserve some data that is mine, so it should be privacy. Okay, so that is the first point of data privacy. And financial security, there's, we saw previously that our bank money was hacked, so that's why financial security is more important, and that's why cyber security is important, because hackers hacked within online and within misuse of cyber. Okay, so there another topic is reputation protection. So when, for example, I have a bank, my name is Munim and Munim's bank. So if my bank's money was hacked, so there are many reasons that people will not trust me in future, because of they saw I'm not safe and investing me is not safe. So people will not support me and my reputation will gone so easily. So there is that another key point. And the final, not a final, but legal compliance is follow law. So there was a law in Bangladesh in that was made in 2023, and that is, so people should maintain the rule. So moving to the next, and national security, that is more important. National security is more important topic, because our government reserve our data and our military reserve our data. So national security, for the purpose of national security, we have to reserve all of this data for our own reason. Okay, so hopefully we can understand the importance of cyber security. There are lots of things we cannot express within 5 areas, but we tried. Okay, so move to the next topic. So now we are going to discuss the way to apply of cybersecurity. So way to apply of cybersecurity. So there are lots of way we can apply cybersecurity in education, safety for education. We can use our data saving, government data saving, military data saving, and we can also use in our banking sector for reserving money, for saving our money. So there are lots of uses, but we will discuss some key points, that is education and training, awareness, policies and implementation, and security measures. So there are 4 key points, and using these 4 points we can ensure our cybersecurity issues. So we should follow this point, and then the awareness will increasing day by day. So move to the next topic, and still we are in module 1.1. So now we are in module 1.2. So now we are going to discuss about some key terms of cybersecurity. So when someone learn anything, so he or she need to know the all of keywords. So there is keywords, some they're available in there. So let me explain all of this to you guys, and then hopefully you will understand all of these keywords. So let's start this module. Okay, so first of all, First of all, their first keyword is trade. So we know we all of has assets. So when something will destroy our asset, and that is called trade. Something can affect our asset. So that is the meaning of trade. And then risks, the probability of loss or damage something asset. So almost risks mean the probability of damage something. So then the next topic is vulnerability and the meaning of weakness within a system or software that can be exploited. So hopefully you guys understand. And then attack means when someone attack our asset or attack our into data, to when someone action taken to stolen our data, so that's called the attack. So move to the next topic. Then payload. Payload mean malicious code used in exploitation to cause damage. When some hackers use some code and we misuse this code, then they can stolen our data. So that's called payload. Okay. So move to the another topic. Then exploitation. Exploitation means using a known vulnerability to attack. So when a hacker know your weakness, then when the hacker attack your data, so that's called exploitation. And zero-day attack means attack that exploit a vulnerability unknown to the developer. So when that is too much risky and hard to understand, because of that's called zero-day attack. That means, okay, that's mean the author couldn't understand who attacked his data. So that's why that is too much risky. And daisy chaining means using access from one system to penetrate other connected system. So there are last two topic, doxing and bot system. So doxing means using someone data without having permission, and bot means automated any software that we can use for for anything, for doing something, for having something. So hopefully we will understand all of these key point, and now we will move to the next topic. So going to the next topic. Okay, so now we are going to discuss about information security component. So now we are going to discuss information security component. Okay, there are some information security component, and the component was we starting from the low: non-repudiation, authenticity, availability, integrity, and confidentiality. So there are some basic, and there are security component. We use those things for our security issues or security measures. So moving to the next topic. Okay, now we will discuss about why cybersecurity career. So there are lots of reasons why we choose cybersecurity career. So we will discuss some key point in this slide. Wait a second. Okay, so there are few reasons like high security and job security. So high salary and job security. So in cybersecurity, there are lots of jobs in worldwide. So every bank, every government, every military section, every office needs a cybersecurity specialist because they want to secure their data. So in this case, so that's why the demand of the cybersecurity was huge. Right now is huge, and we predict that in the future world, the demand of cybersecurity specialists will be most demanding. So, and there is a good key point is job security. When a company gives you the authority of their data, so they will not kick out you because of they want to keep you, and because you know the data, so you know the data type. So that is the basic component of job security. So there are a lot of advantage: flexibility, remote or freelancing possibility. People can work in offline, people can work in home, in remote wise. So the fast growing field. So because of cybersecurity is too much fast growing field in this current era, in this current modern era, we can see, and we can watch that cybersecurity increasing day by day. Cybersecurity importance is increasing day by day. So the last point is contribute to national and international security. So that is the key point. So that's why have to learn we have to learn, and we should choose cybersecurity as a career. So there are two types career. So we will discuss about that skill gap. So there are two types of skill, that is technician and non-technician. So when a person do code and make a system and save a system, so that is the technician, he do the work. And when a person manage the system, manage the people, and awareness training why cybersecurity is important, that person also is cybersecurity specialist, but they didn't did the actual work. They did only awareness and only policy making and project management. They managed the project, but they didn't work something. And those who are technician, they do the actual work. So hopefully we can understand. So will move to the next topic. Okay. Okay, now we are in our last module of one. So that is the topic is Cybersecurity Act Bangladesh 2023. So in Bangladesh 2023, we saw a law was made in by Bangladesh government that when someone disobey the law of cybersecurity, they will punish for, we can see that 6 months to 14 years and 2 lakh to 1 crore taka. So that's huge amount they will punish, and if they disobey this act. So that is too hard rule. So we should maintain this rule, and this is obvious rule because everybody wants to keep their data in privacy. So hopefully we can understand the module 1. So now we will move to the module 2. Okay, so we are going to the next module, that is called, and there are our next module is top information security threats vector. So there are some top information security threat vectors. So we are now going to study some security threat vectors. So those things are vector for us, for our keep secret our data. So we will learn this of things. So their first thing is cloud computing threats. So when a people use someone's hardware or someone's SSD or someone's computer, then the risk of data leak is too high. So that's why in using cloud computer, that is a huge risk of cybersecurity threat vectors. So advanced persist threat. So there is another term, and virus and worm. We know that virus will destroy our data. So if when a hacker can input your PC a someone virus, then the virus will destroy all of your data. So there is another thing, and mobile threat in data, in via apps, in OS, in operating system, in fact in Wi-Fi. So there are lots of threat around us. So there are another thing is botnet. So we can read there. So move to the next topic. Okay, so now we will discuss about a very good point, that is hackers type. So we know that not every hackers was good, not every hackers is bad. So there are lots of type of hackers. That is what we expect from them. If the hacker will do good things, so that's called ethical, and if he do something bad, so that's called non-ethical. So we'll discuss about it. So their first point is passive attack. So when monitoring network traffic without alerting, so they are hard to detect. It's very hard to detect when someone monitoring your network without any notification and attack your data or storing your data. That is called passive attack, but it's too hard to identify who attacked this. So hopefully you guys can understand. Then we are going to the next topic, and that's called active attacks. So what is active attacks? When directly in interaction with the system. So when a hacker interact with the system directly, and that is too easy to identify the hacker. So that is called active attack. And we close in attack. Close in attack, gaining access when physical close. When someone actually achieve the password or something, that calls is close in attacks. And last was insider, when you're insided any person, leak your info or leak your secure key, so that's called insider attack. And distribution attack is like backdoor attack or software hardware production. When someone product a software or hardware, they can input a chip in your hardware, and that will store in your data. So that can be possible. So we are giving there a lots of graph that you can guys understand the percentage of this hacking. So hope you guys understand. And we can see picture their picture of a hacker. So that is a hacker. So move to the next topic. So now we will discuss about 2.3, and that is our module 3. So we will discuss about system attack types. So there are lots of attack types. The hacker can attack in OS operating system, then they can attack our Windows, and they can attack our application, and in fact they can attack within a application and within a software, anything. So we will discuss this thing. So first of all, their first point is OS attack. OS attack means operating system attack. So in a operating system, when the operating system was weak, hackers can attack. So then misconfiguration attack, then application attack, then general product protection, and then snake web code attack. So there are lots of attack types. So we can read there of the basic of this attack type. So we're not going to discuss about this thing because attack type is not that much important, but we will discuss the hacking method. So in some of you video later, then we will discuss. So for our data, there security is our most necessary thing. So because of data is everything, guys. Okay, then move to the next topic. So now we will discuss about the information welfare. So what is information welfare? It means when a person use your data, and when you introduce information from the online, and when you can take advantage from your opponent by using online information or information welfare. So that's called this topic. So we can find there are some of type: commons and control welfare, intelligent based welfare, psychological welfare, and hackers welfare, economical welfare, cyber welfare. So there are lots of type advantage that kind of command and control. So people can control the system, and their intelligence based people can, psychological based people can change people's mind by using the competition, and their hackers, economic and cyber. So hopefully we know that, and there are definition of information welfare. Then move to the next topic. Just a second. So now we will discuss about the hacking method. So when a hackers hack something, there will be some method they use. So that's called this hacking method. And we can see our pictures of hackers. There's virus alert, and people was typing for hacking something, and she was too scary, and they're a person, so that's not relevant. So when there are some few hacking methods, so we can explain this thing. So there are two types, that's called reconnaissance, sorry, and there are another type is scanning. So reconnaissance means collecting info. When a hacker hacks your info or data, so he or she need to be collect the previous data or others data. So first of all, he or she will collect your data, and then the scanning phrase is he or she will scan your total system, total OS or total system. Then he will find some weakness, then he will attack this weakness, this specific weakness, and that's called mainly hacking method. So hopefully we can understand. We are giving there a small more because of you guys. So hopefully we can understand, then move to the next topic, and that is our module 3. Okay, so there are more some of hacking methods, that is gaining access, maintaining access, and clearing tracks. So there are funniest thing is clearing tracks. So when you hack something, and how you do this and how you go there, then you can erase all of this, that is clearing tracks. And gaining access and maintaining access mean when you gain the access of someone info or someone data or someone account, so that's called gaining access. So people can find different ways of this. And maintaining access, so maintaining access is another thing. You should be change your password, or you should be at two-step verification. If hackers do this, so you cannot use your own account. So that is the hacking method usually. So move to the next topic. And now we are in seventh step of cyber kill chain. So there is something that cyber kill chain helps organization detect and disrupt and defend against the cyber attack each stage of the illustration process. So when kill chain means when a company are already pre prepared for their cyber attack, and they already taken some step to prevent this attack. So that's called kill chain. So you can see in picture that people are using their phone, and they all have their own data. So they have their rights to keep privacy in their data. So we will discuss about some key point, that is recognition that I read previously, then weaponization, delivery, exploitation, installation, command and control, and action and object. So there are some process that a company uses for keeps their data secure and more efficient. So hopefully we can understand, then we go to the next topic. Okay, so quit. Okay, then we are in module 3.3. So now we will discuss about the tactics, technique, and procedure of the hackers. So we will discuss the procedure, tactics of the hackers. So now we are going to discuss about tactics, technique. So first, tactics mean high level plan of attacks. So when a hackers plan too much and high level planning for their attacks, that's called tactics. And techniques mean constant method used to achieve goals. So techniques mean what the method they used for the for this thing, for achieve their goals, for achieve his hacking goals. So that is called technique. And procedure means what was the action. So in short time, that was plan, that was the method, and that was actually the action, step by step action. So that is called tactics, technique, and procedure. Hopefully you guys understand. So then we will move to the next topic. This was called adversary behavior identification. So now we will discuss about some hackers behavior. So usually hackers have some special behavior. They use some special thing of their behavior, of their email or mail or their application. So we will discuss about their behavior. So we can see their hackers hacked her phone, and he was charming. So he was literally charming. So he was charming, and the hacker was hacking her phone. So that is the basic theme when a hacker hacks someone's phone, and he was shocking at his home. So we will find the common behavior item. So let's start. Okay, some common behavior in internal recognition, PowerShell abuse, proxy activities. That is more important. Proxy activities, they use multiple domain to hide their own identification. So there are command line use, HTTP, command and control server, DNS, tunneling, and web shell data structure. There are few, almost item, but we can understand when we read all of this, and we know that how how the hacker was behaved. So we know the people's behave, we know how our animals behave. So by this eight method, we can understand the hacker's behavior. So that's, I think, something interesting topic. So is there, so there is hackers, and that is his behavior. So move to the next topic. So now actually we are in ethical hacker. So when a person hacks something in their for good thing, when a person hacks something or save someone's data for good thing, or for the country, for the nation, for the people, for the company, when an employee save his company's data, that's called ethical, and that's called ethical hacking. When hackers doesn't mean a bad words. Hackers mean they can access others data, they can save others data. So when a person do the right thing, and that's better for the society, that's called ethical hacker. So ethical hacker introduction, we can know, I already explained what is ethical hackers, who are they, and there are some type of ethical hackers. That's called, first of all, black hats. First of all, black hats. Black hats mean হচ্ছে illegal hacker. Black hats means illegal hacker that hacks personal info. Then we are going to white hackers. They authorize some company or something that security testing. By security testing, they test security password, then they gaining the access. There another type is gray hats. The other type is script kiddles and activities. So there are five types of hackers. They called ethical. They was working for a good thing, and they will also do this. But there is a learning thing on that slide, that is hacking is a bad thing for if you're doing the wrong. If you're illegal, so that is bad. If you're doing the legal purpose or good purpose and better for the country, so that is legal for you, and you guys can carry on ethical hacking. So but it's too risky because of people can be greedy and the authority can be greedy. So it's a complex thing, but we will discuss to the next topic, and that is our 4 module. Okay, guys. And there is also 4.1 module, and there is also discuss about ethical hacking, what is ethical hacking and what is the purpose of ethical hacking. That is more, I can explain you that identify the risks and identification who is the hacker, and save our data from the hacker. So that is the main definition and main purpose of ethical hacking. So hopefully you guys understand. So we are going to the another topic. So the importance of ethical hacking, role of the cybersecurity. So is that need to explain this, because of the main theme is the ethical hackers and role of the cybersecurity. Ethical hackers is the key of cybersecurity. So there is no basic details needed for this explanation, but still I will give some explanation. Okay, detect weakness before real hacking. Okay, so a ethical hacker will find the weakness of your PC or of your operating system that the real hacker isn't find out. Okay, then move to the another topic is protect personal, financial and organization data. For saving our data, that's why ethical hacker is more important than building trust among the customer. When you organize a company, then you should be build the customer trust. So there another topic is support legal companions, cybersecurity, prevent ethical hacking. Cybersecurity means ethical hacking, that is the key point. So what is cybersecurity? It's mean actually ethical hacking. When you are doing ethical thing, so that's called cybersecurity, and cyber security for the people. So that is the core theme of this slide. So we are going to next topic, and say there is a girl, and he or she sorry, she is finding some, she is doing some ethical hacking or something. Okay, there is my favorite slide. There's my favorite slide. So a girl was hacked something, and she is doing in some of bank, and she actually trying some passwords or something. Okay, so their topic is skill and technique of an ethical hacker. So there are some techniques and some knowledge should be have a ethical hacker. Like an example, he or she should be in CS student or something, and he or she should be know the core of all programming language and the every thread of the cybersecurity. So some knowledge like core knowledge of the cybersecurity hacking techniques. So before protecting our data, we know the hackers properly. So when we know the hackers properly, then we can patent our data. And soft skill means when someone like other things skill, like not only the cybersecurity, then other field skill also needed for this sector. Work with permission, report findings, and suggest fix. So that is the core of the cybersecurity. So sorry, there is a core of ethical hackers. So we are going to the our next topic is that is 4.4 module 4.4. We have only 6 module, and that is 4.4 module. Okay, there are hacking tools and technique. So there are some of tool, like these are the tool name and these are the technique name. So if you are interested in cybersecurity, when you are interested in cybersecurity, so you can explore this thing for tool using your tool, and you can use these techniques also for having gain your knowledge. So this video is for basic thing. So their tool is Nmap, Vershek, Metasploit, Barsuit, John the Ripper. And technique is social engineering, SQL injection, XSS, DOS, and malware injection. So we're going to move to the next topic. So now we are in our 5th module, and the topic name is information security management. So we have information. So now I think we have to secure all of this, right? So for this thing we have to know how to manage all of this. So that's why we are going to learn the theme that we have to in policies and procedure, risk management and monitoring and auditing. So we have to keep some policies, and we have to keep our data in monitoring. So that is the management thing. So that is not something risks and something difficult part. So concept of information assurance. So we are read all of these before. So I don't think so it's need to be repeat. So there are some pictures we can see. So now we are going to explain the key concept. So what is the key concept? Key concept means key concept of the management of information. So the some key point is identify asset. We know what is our asset. Then analysis vulnerability. We know our weakness. Then assess risks. So we have to know what is our risk. Then mitigation, review, identify threats. So we have to identify our threats. So hopefully we can understand that. Now we are going to the move to the next topic. Okay, now is network security zoning management. So that is the another thing. When you are going to a network zone, so you have to know management your networking zoning. So there is some few trusted zone, DMZ zone, and untrusted zone. So there are some network zone where that was trusted and that is not trusted. So when you are in untrusted zone, your data is not secure. So you have to be in trusted zone. So hopefully I can understand you guys. Then we can saw some pictures as well. So we are going to move to the another topic. So now we are in our last module, and that's called the organization security control. So we will learn some organization security controls item. So in this era, information security policy, some security policy was needed for our saving our data. So that is rules, guidelines, and data protection covers access, password, uses, and privacy. These are the core thing for our data, and if we are not doing these things, so our data will be stalling and we are crying inside our home. So if a general person cases, but in the different cases the result will be different, so that is not big thing. Okay, then we are going to the move to the next topic, and the topic is physical security and VAPT. So for our physical security, people protect people, hardware building. So for our physical security of our data, so we have to secure our phone, and for our physical security, locks, CCTV guards, fire alarms. So that is the physical security of our data. Okay. So then there we have something VA, finding weakness, and PT means exploit and test, and goals is fix before hackers do. So when a hackers will be done something, so we have to fix before he's done. So it is a basic thing of, okay. So then we are going to move for another topic, and that is 6.3, and incident management arrangement, a process for handling security branches. So when you are in security, cybersecurity, so you have to handle the whole process. So you have to handle the whole process, and there is some few example as well, just that is detecting, identify the incident. So when you are in arrangement, management and arrangement of the incident, when you are in an incident, you are in a danger zone, so you have to find a danger or danger detection, so identify the problem. So if you cannot identify the problem, you cannot solve it. So I hope you guys can understand. Then the second topic is, then sorry then the second topic is response, content and analyze. We have to respond people's, okay. Then as another thing is secure data, restore system and service. And our last point is lesson learn, prevent future incident. We'll learn our lesson, then we will note down all of these things, then we will not do this mistake in our future. So hopefully you guys understand. So then we are going to move to our last and final topic is security testing method. So how we can test our security thing. So there are a few. First of all, we have to be a plan, and then we have to gather our info, then we have to detect, exploit, and report. So there are a few methods. In this way we can testing our methodology of security. So in this way we can testing our security strongness. So hopefully you guys are understand that what I mean. So that is, I think, all of today. But hopefully actually cybersecurity is most important for our day-to-day life, because of cybersecurity is all of our life data. So when you're a student, you have, when let's think you are army officer. So like if you are army officer, then you have to keep your data, your country data, your people's data secure, so you cannot share it. So if the hackers hack your data, and that incident will be danger for your country, so that shouldn't be, okay. Hopefully you guys can understand. Okay, then we are going to the next topic, and that's all for today, guys. Thank you so much for being into our last time minutes. Then this line is for you. Let's us remember, protecting information means protecting people. So that's mean if you are protect your information, that's mean you protect yourself, you protect your family, you protect your own society. So that's why cybersecurity is most important. And I was with you and full of videos. So hopefully you guys are enjoy what is cybersecurity and how it's uses. So hopefully it works your basic idea, it's grow your idea, and hopefully you guys enjoy my video. And thanks for watching, and goodbye all. See you in the next video. Allah Hafiz.